Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about what Max Verstappen said to Kimi Antonelli following their crash in Austria, as well as a fresh twist in the driver market. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Verstappen, who's explained what he said to Kimi Antonelli following their crash at the start of the Austrian Grand Prix. As we know, on lap 1, Max Verstappen was minding his own business going through turn 3, and Kimi Antonelli, who was a few positions behind, locked his rear brakes, lost control of the car a bit, and just went straight into the side of Verstappen and took both of them out of the Grand Prix. And this was Kimi Antonelli's fault. He took full responsibility for the incident, and he did receive a 3-place grid drop for the next race in Silverstone. As for Verstappen though, this really does hurt his title chances. As we know, the Red Bull is not the best car this year, but Verstappen has put in some really good performances. He's put the McLarens under pressure, he's won a couple of Grand Prix and kept himself within title contention. But for him to really be in with a chance of winning the title, things have just got to be perfect across race weekends, considering where that Red Bull is. And incidents like we saw in Austria just cannot happen, and as a result, Verstappen is now 61 points behind championship leader Oscar Piastri, and I think now Verstappen is out of the title fight. Still though, Verstappen was calm after what happened with Antonelli in Austria and maintained that Antonelli is a very big talent and will learn from his error. And Verstappen also revealed what he said to the Mercedes rookie driver in the aftermath of the incident. Verstappen said, as quoted by Racing News 365, "I just asked what happened because he was the only car there with me, with his wheel hanging off. So I was like, I'm pretty sure that he hit me. And yeah, then of course, I saw the footage once I came back to the garage, and it happens. Every driver has made mistakes like that in their career. And also Kimi is a very big talent, so he learns from that and it's all fine." But let's move on to Alpine with some big news being reported. Now, as we know, Alpine have had a couple of driver lineups this season. It started with Pierre Gasly and Jack Doohan, but after a few races, the team decided to replace Jack Doohan with Franco Colapinto. But Colapinto has not been putting in great results and hasn't been on the pace of teammate Pierre Gasly, and last time out in Austria, Colapinto finished a lap down in 15th place, last but one of the classified finishes, with only Red Bull's Yuki Tsunoda behind him. Now, according to Racing News 365, on the Saturday in Austria, Alpine informed Colapinto and his management team that the Argentinian needed to start performing, with the publication going on to say that Colapinto's position with Alpine appears to suddenly be under pressure, and that heading into the Austrian Grand Prix weekend, that did not appear to be the case. But over the weekend at the Red Bull Ring, the feeling is that the situation changed, and perhaps Alpine could be in for a third driver lineup this season, with the race reporting that Valtteri Bottas could be in the picture for a seat at Alpine. Basically, the race say that Bottas has emerged as a leading candidate for a surprise switch to Alpine later this year, should the Formula 1 team decide it wants to replace Colapinto. Now, as we know, Bottas is the reserve driver at Mercedes, but he's made no secret of his desire to return to the Formula 1 grid. And the race says it's learned that Alpine's executive advisor Flavio Briatore, who is currently its de facto team principal, has approached Mercedes to discuss the potential availability of its reserve driver. The publication go on to say, while it's understood that discussions between Alpine and Mercedes over Bottas have been very preliminary and have not advanced towards a deal definitely happening, they do suggest that Briatore is considering his driver options amid Alpine's ongoing struggles. So that's quite a shock that Bottas could potentially be driving for Alpine later in 2025. Who would have thought that? But I would like to see Bottas back in Formula 1. I do think he's a good driver. I think he's a great team player. I thought he was a really good team player when he was at Mercedes. And as I say, it'd be nice to see him back in Formula 1. And it's also been reported in the past that he is a contender for the Cadillac seat in 2026. So it looks like opportunities are really opening up now for Bottas. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos. And until the next one, take care. Bye.